Some universities are famous for their research, right? Others for their sports teams. But how many can actually say they helped build an entire nation? Today, we're diving into the incredible story of one of those places, the Sindh Madressatul Islam University. Its history is, well, it's something else. Okay, let's just start right here with this. This is an absolutely mind-blowing fact. This isn't just some casual donation. We're talking about Mohammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan, dedicating a third of his entire personal fortune to his old school, in his final will. That just shows you how deep the connection was, how much this place really meant to him. So that begs the question, right? What was it about this school that made it so profoundly important, not just to Jinnah personally, but to the actual course of history in South Asia? To figure that out, we've got to go back to the very beginning. So first up, let's get into the origin story. We're talking about a vision for a modern Sindh. To really understand the school, you have to understand the world it was born into, which was the late 19th century, a time of huge change across the Indian subcontinent. So picture this. It's the late 1800s, and the Muslim community in the Sindh region is facing a really big problem. They were seriously falling behind when it came to modern Western-style education. And this wasn't just about academics, It created this huge gap in society, leaving a whole generation without the tools they needed to thrive in a world that was changing lightning fast. And into this gap steps a total visionary, a man named Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Effendi. He saw the problem, and on September 1st, 1885, he came up with a solution. He founded the Sindh Madressatul Islam, and its mission was, for the time, pretty radical: to blend a modern Western education with deep cultural and religious values. And boy, did the school make its mark quickly. It's founded in 1885, and just 2 years later, a young kid named Mohammad Ali Jinnah walks through its doors. He ends up spending 5 years there, and get this, that was the longest single period of his entire academic life. This place is where his foundation was really, truly built. But the story was just getting started. The school's journey was just beginning. Next, we're going to look at its path to becoming a full-fledged university, a century of just remarkable growth from a small local school to a major national institution. You can really break down its evolution into 3 big steps. It starts as a school in 1885. Then, fast forward to 1943, and it gets elevated to a college. And in this just incredible full-circle moment, its most famous student, Mohammad Ali Jinnah, comes back to inaugurate it himself. The final leap happens in 2012, when it officially becomes a chartered public university. So, what does this historic place look like now? Let's take a quick snapshot of the modern Sindh Madressatul Islam University, or SMIU as it's known today. What's so cool about SMIU today is how it has one foot in the past and one firmly in the future. You've got the historic city campus with these beautiful, protected heritage buildings right in the heart of Karachi's financial district. And at the same time, it's expanding into this huge 100-acre modern green campus in a place called Education City. It's all about honoring its legacy while building for a whole new generation. And academically, the university has totally kept up with its mission of providing a relevant, modern education. Today, you see that in its 5 main faculties. They include super important 21st century fields like IT and environmental sciences, right alongside foundational stuff like business and education. You can also see its mission of providing access for all in its student body. It pulls in students from all over Pakistan, and it's achieved a really diverse community. 40% of the students are female, which is absolutely vital for building a modern, inclusive nation. And what does all that growth look like in a single number? Well, from those humble beginnings, the university now serves over 5,500 students. That is a powerful testament to just how far it's come. But look, the story of SMIU has never been about just numbers or buildings, which brings us right back to where we started. Its totally unique, nation-building legacy. This place was always so much more than a school. So it turns out Jinnah wasn't a one-off, not by a long shot. This school was a legitimate cradle of leadership. The list of its alumni reads like a who's who of the Pakistan movement. From day one, the whole point was to forge the leaders and the thinkers who would build a new nation. And honestly, it succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. If you wanted to boil everything down to a single phrase, you just have to look at the university's motto: enter to learn, go forth to serve.
That isn't just a catchy slogan. It's the core mission that has been driving this place for over 130 years, connecting that very first classroom to the bustling university we see today.
So let's end with this thought. Lots of schools educate citizens, and that's great. But SMIU is in a whole other league. It's one of those incredibly rare places that can genuinely say it educated a nation's founders. It didn't just watch history happen, it actively shaped it. And that, right there, is a legacy worth remembering.